Hey guys, welcome to another tutorial for building in The Sims 4. Today's tutorial is going to be all about the T.O.O.L mod and accessing it on console in The Sims 4, or if you don't use CC. So what the T.O.O.L mod is, I'm going to show you, is a mod by Twisted Mexi, and it's right here on our website. It gives you the access to rotate objects, like making them, like if it's a flat object, changing the plane so it's tilted or straight up and down. It also lets you move it off the lot. That's why it's called Tool, take objects off lot. And being a console player, you cannot play custom content, so we can't use the T.O.O.L mod, but there is a workaround that I can show you to be able to use the T.O.O.L mod. Kinda. So we are in Forgotten Grotto today, and I'm going to bring up the cheat menu, which again is the trigger buttons and the D-pad and these buttons, and you just mash them all. And I'm gonna do bb dot enable free build so I can build on this lot. And here is the lot that we're going to be building on. So before I start anything, I'm gonna also do bb.move objects, just in case. Basically, to access things that people have made with the T.O.O.L mod, you have to use the gallery. I'm gonna go in the gallery, and I already searched what I want to start with. I just searched what I wanted. I wanted a TP. And then this one, she doesn't say she uses T.O.O.L mod, but I know that those, I'm pointing at the screen as if that's going to help. I know that these banners are made with the T.O.O.L mod because they are decorations from seasons that are flat. And I can show you if you want. You can click on this icon and then show used items, and it shows you the item used. And that is the item on the sides here that creates the look of the TP. And then these boards, they might be base game. Well, they're not listed, so they're base game. So we're gonna plop this down. So this was uploaded by Kelly Heart X. And first off, I want to say thank you so much to all of the creators and builders and everybody that uses T.O.O.L mod that uploads to the uploads their stuff via rooms, so that us console players and players on PC that don't use CC can access these items. It really helps out a lot. So I placed the item. Now the question is, there we go. So you can remove the floor if you don't want that on it. I think I'm gonna move it a little tiny bit. I think that works. So you can see the banners here. You can see the, if I can show you the green bar, the green lines on it. That is the footprint of the item. And when it's not on a plane, not on the horizontal axis, then it's been altered. I can show you if I use the eyedropper tool. This is normally how it comes. So it's been sized up and it's been rotated. I think I actually want to move this lot over here. I want to move it this way. No, not Not that way. This way. There we go. That's how I want it. There we go. That's how I want it. So now I have an item off of T.O.O.L Mod that I didn't have to use the T.O.O.L Mod. And now you can decorate it how you want. Then you can also find some more items. So I have the settings for my search on most popular and rooms. And then you can search just T.O.O.L and you can get a whole bunch of things. There are T.O.O.L Mod, resized rugs, etc., etc. Cushions. You can get sized up refrigerators this way so they actually fit in the slot perfectly. And another thing you can do is you can download, if you follow a creator that you know uses the T.O.O.L mod and sizes up items to a size that fits, for instance, the refrigerator, you can download their build and then you can slowly add on items to your a room in your library, your personal library that's maybe not on the gallery, and then you'll have a collection of refrigerators or rugs that you like that you can add to your builds. But that would require you watch the video, you're like, oh, I want that fridge. Then you download the lot, get your room out, add the fridge, save the room, delete the lot. So I'm going to and you can also search T.O.O.L Mod. I saw this creator a lot when I was doing my test a lot for this video. It's Buddha Guitars with a Z. And it looks like they post a lot of things for upsizing or downsizing and creating little creations from T.O.O.L Mod. So if you want, you can follow this creator. There's a lot on here from him. Buddha Guitars. Also, you can see if you find a room that you like from T.O.O.L Mod, you can check their hashtags and see if there's another hashtag that you like that maybe also could help you find, like this resized one. Look at all these items that are resized that people did using T.O.O.L Mod. See, like this is a fridge that's been resized. And a plant that's been resized, etc., etc. So this is a really good way to be able to find things. Now, I want cushions. So I just did a build for an Earthship and I used this one a lot to get those couch cushions just tilted just enough to make it look like that they're lit, like the couch is lived in. So if you look at the couch cushion, see how it's tilted? And then this is the couch cushion normally. You can see the difference. And then one thing too, let me get something for it to sit on. Table. slot to a table. Yeah. Okay, so in order to move the items, say I want these pillows to be against the TP, you would have to drag it over, but you have to be careful when you drag it. If you drag it over something that it slots to, it loses its alteration. And I'll show you. So I'm gonna grab the pillow, bring it over, and it lost at tilt. So you can see it's tilted and then it's not. So you have to be really careful on your path of how you bring it over. And then also keep in mind you might have to change the angle. So like this item, because it's placed on a couch, it's floating. You can see it, it's floating. So if I want it on the ground, I'm gonna have to bring it down and then over. Whoops, not the couch. So then you can see it's tilted back. And this one they actually rotated a little bit to the side. And then if that's all I wanted to do, I can just delete the room. And that's it. So that's what I find really helpful, and it's basically just utilizing the gallery. Also, if you want, you can download a lot that you, for instance, saw a speed build or something on YouTube, and you can download the lot and then add an item to a room you have in your personal library. And that's it. So I'm going to finish this build and then I will get back to you. The first thing I did when I started this part of the build was I opened bb.show hidden objects. I didn't need live edit objects for this one, so I just opened access to the hidden objects, and that's how I got the porta potty that you can build now from the Nature's Calling event. I wanted the rundown version. My whole goal for my vision of this build was to have a abandoned camp, as if it were explorers that were at this site a long time ago, and they abandoned their camp. They either died or they left. I was thinking the camp would be like, if it was I grew up in California, so if it was like a camp that was for the gold rush and then they hit it big and they just like took off and then they didn't need to be there anymore. Or maybe if it was like the gold rush, they hit it big and someone took care of them and they were unalived. This lot is, it's a forgotten grotto, so I thought maybe a forgotten camp. And it really didn't need much for what I wanted for this build. I just wanted something to make it a little bit more usable as a space, but also seem to make sense. I added everything you need, especially if you have the Enchanted by Nature pack and the what's that skill called? Natural living skill. I have everything you need minus a pond to bathe in. I figured I did the Sylvan Glade build in my last tutorial, my debug tutorial, and that one had a pond, so I figured, well, maybe this one doesn't need a pond too, and I didn't want my builds to be too repetitive. I plan on making a build for each of these secret lots. So the next lot would be a landscaping slash terrain paint tutorial, which is going to be on the lot 6'em, and then the next one after that, the next lot after that, I wanted to do Mount Komorebi, and I plan on doing for that one a roofing tutorial via console. So I found the mushroom. One of my favorite things about this that I thought really like tied in with the lot were those mushroom shelves from Enchanted by Nature. This lot has a rock that actually bleeds over into the lot. So I alt placed those, I raised those up and made it look like they were growing into the lot. So if you try to place this lot on a different lot, you're gonna have floating mushroom shelves, but I think they just really look good. And I added that lamp there to make it so that they light up the space more. It's really dark in this lot. And that's the whole build. So I hope you guys like it. Okay, I think I'm done. I didn't want it to be too much. Just something to fill in the space. So we have the fire pit, the toilet from the Nature's Calling event, which is also a woohoo spot because every community lot needs a woohoo spot. I'm gonna play test it. All right, it is on the gallery. There you go. We have built a lot using the T.O.O.L mod with console. So, yay! If you liked this video, please give it a like and leave a comment if you have any other suggestions of tutorials that you want to see. And I hope to see you in the next video. Alright, bye! Thank you for watching my video. If you liked it, give it a like, comment, and subscribe.